Welcome to WVTC TV Network, capturing family moments in real time, bringing families closer together from the comforts of home. We are unleashing something different to the world. Start your subscription today for the low price of $4.99 per month or $55 annually. Go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com to sign up today. WVTC TV Network is streaming live on 8 different platforms. You can easily download the WVTC TV Network app on the Apple Store, Play Store, Roku, Fire TV, and more. Here at WVTC TV, we have access to movies that everyone can enjoy, including independent films, Sons of a Preacher and a Good Thing, Treasures of Life, the epic drama, The Passion of the Christ, and the box office hit Madagascar Escape to Africa. Remember, go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com and sign up today.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have a special guest here at the WVTC Radio TV Network. We have with us Mike the Chaplain. Hello, Mike. How are you?
How are you? I'm glad to be here. I'm feeling great.
Great. Well, everyone, we wanted to bring on Mike the Chaplain because he's a new featured artist here at WVTC Radio and TV. And so he sings contemporary gospel. And so we wanted just to play a little bit of his song, Home. And then we're going to bring Mike back to ask all the questions, how he got started. You know, all the fun things we always want to know. All right, we're going to play Home by Mike the Chaplain.
Feeling unprotected, trapped in a cave, looking for ways out, but nobody can. See, all I have left is a promise, and this I believe I will receive. Ooh, never letting go of what you said, not backing down like a true saint. It might be ugly, I know you still love me. I'm coming home to the one I created. I'm committed to loving you, even if you don't change. See, you're not alone. Take your eyes off the problem. I'm committed to showing you things are changing. If the tides aren't moving fast enough, I'll keep praying for your success. It's like everywhere I go, wanting you to know that our God is able. We don't have to look back, fulfilling old labels. Oh, never letting go of what you say, not backing down when things don't go my way. It might be ugly, I know you still love me. I'm coming home to the one I created. I'm committed to loving you, even if you don't. coming home.
All right, everybody, we're back. We're back. And I'm Marquise Holyfield. I'm the host here this afternoon just to introduce our new artist, Mike LeChaplin here. He's one of the new feature artists at WVTC Radio and TV Network. Mike, so excited to have you. So excited.
To be here. Glad to be here.
So, Mike, tell us about this song. It's different. It has a very different vibe. It has a little bit of contemporary gospel in it.
Yeah.
Hey, a little country in there too.
Yeah.
And then just a smidgen of R&B.
Yeah.
Like, tell us a little bit. Tell us about home. Like, how did it come about?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I mean, definitely it was birthed out of the pandemic atmosphere.
Okay.
Everybody's trapped in their, small spaces, and a lot of things were going on around that time throughout the world. And it just, I guess, I don't want to say it dawned on me, but God had me, he allowed me to experience some things in my life at that time, to where every house was being tried, being in the same spaces with each other and trying to make do with what you have, trying to figure out what the work force is going to look like. And it was just really a time to where most people either gotten closer or they became more strained, right? And it was through that experience that God was like, listen, I want you to know that there's something that I'm creating on the inside of you, but I want you to understand that it starts in my presence. It starts where I am. So I want you to come into my idea of what home is. I want you to come into my perspective of where I'm calling you and your family to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has this great vibe. I mean, it's something like it's soothing. If you, I'm a person when it comes to music, it's the words for me. A lot of people like the melody and like people like the beat. But for me, it's the words. It's the words touch my heart. It ministers to my spirit, and it's like hooked. And immediately I was like, okay. And it's funny because we was off air, y'all, when the song was playing, and I was like, okay, Mike, the song can go either way, right? And I love the fact that in our world of gospel and Christianity, a lot of times people get so stuck on like traditional gospel and so forth. So for you to bring this very contemporary piece to it, kind of tell me a little bit about like why did you decide to do more of a contemporary love, almost like a love song to the Lord, versus that traditional gospel that we're so used to now?
I think a lot of times we tend to strive to connect with God, right? But we jump over each other for that connection. So it's like, think about someone coming into a specific church, right? They're coming into the church without someone inviting them, no hospitality, no welcoming, and sometimes we deal with life that way. I don't care about anybody else. As long as I'm straight with God, I'm good. I know, right.
Me and the Lord, we on a good path. That's it.
right. But anytime I believe that God wants us to, when we glorify Him, we also edify each other. So it inspired me, of course, through life circumstances and dealing with the tragedies that life bring. I believe sometimes God shows us the thickness of His love. So, I believe that this sound brings an intimate level, a soberness, a sense of unconditional love. And that's what the message for this song is. It's like no matter how far you are away from His intentions for your life, no matter how far you've fallen, come back home.
Okay. God be in the center. So tell us a little bit so how did you get started? Like, were you always singing gospel? Was this a dream of yours one day? You just, as a little boy, decided, okay, I wanted to do this, or it was just happened by circumstances because you know how God is. He's so unorthodox.
I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, I was born and raised in church, and literally born and raised in church, not figuratively.
Like
in the embryo in church. At the same time, my mom definitely was a minister of the gospel, but also a choir director over the ministry that we was a part of. My father was also a minister. He would do a lot of also street ministry. He was the type of guy that he would go on the train stations. He would go to Fordham Road. In the Bronx, New York, and you'll literally be on the corners and mad people would actually come to the corner. And this was around the time when they was doing a lot of tent revivals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those were the moments, you know, before you have what we would call these crusades or these spaces where, you know, these campfires that we know now, you know, shout out to that movement. But yeah, you know, born and raised in church and been taught about the fear of God. And then, of course, at the age of 8, my mom decided, she was like, you know what, son, I believe that God's calling us to another ministry. Shout out to Faith Temple. And definitely brought me under a new leadership, under the leadership of Bishop Michelle White Haynes.
Okay.
And she was the one that took me under her wings. Her son, Stephen Soup White, who actually worked heavy in the industry. And he's the one that took me under his wing, talking about the industry. Through him, I was able to write for Marvin Sapp, Dietrich Haddon, Fred Hammond, and, you know, it gave me the opportunity to see what the industry was like while teaching me the ropes of ministry and, of course, building that personal relationship with God. So I've been doing music professionally at the age of 14. And through that space and through that development, shout out to my mom once again, who also encouraged me greatly. She was like, listen, whatever God has called you to do, whether you're preaching the gospel, whether you're singing the gospel, whether you're just singing from the depths of your heart, you know what I'm saying? She's like, I want you to be true to you so that you can be true to others. And it was a beautiful moment. So yeah, you know, then the rest was history. I toured and given the opportunity to go overseas. Shout out to the Harlem Gospel Choir and to the other amazing artists that I've worked with thus far.
Okay.
Yes.
So you shared a lot there. So it's like you had, like you said, you born and raised in the church under different ministries and how that ministry helped to grow you and develop you.
Yes.
But I think it's key and important that you're not just an artist, but you're also a writer. So tell us a little bit about the writing experience.
Yes. Anytime I write a song, I don't necessarily write to try to fit into what the mold is today. Although I have the gift to. You know, there's one thing to have the gift to just come up on, like, I've never had writer's block. I don't know what that is. I've always been able to articulate sometimes good seasons and pain. Okay. You know, there was a beautiful movie. Shout out to the dope movies, the dope flicks that I used to watch, such as the 5 Heartbeats. Oh, yes. 5 Heartbeats. You know, there was one moment in which I believe the actor Robert Townsend, he went with the character named as Duck, and he was like, listen, you're going to be a great writer when you suffer more. And it always paralyzed me, you know, like it was like I don't want to suffer. It was like, wow, wow, right? And then, you know, life happens, we go through, you know, transitions, and it was the ability to understand that I have the ability to create no matter what season I'm in, no matter whether I'm happy or sad, and knowing that God understands it all, right? But what's beauty about it is there is something valuable in each experience. So that's what I've been doing. As a writer, I've been literally, I want to say, framing those experiences and through literature, writing it, and then, of course, using the music to express and communicate what I'm feeling.
Okay. You know, that's a powerful thing, because I realize that as a creative, it's always not that easy to be able to express all your different things, because you have multi levels of getting people to understand. So when you can take that moment to kind of, as I say, take that woosah moment to kind of relax, and, you know, the word of God says, write the vision and make it plain. You making it plain for everybody else to be able to experience through your writing what they need, what you're feeling, but also how you're ministering to the healing of their heart. It's a very beautiful and unique thing.
It definitely is. I mean, one of the greatest writers that I've been inspired by was David. Right? David had the ability, in Songs of Solomon, they had the ability to express how they were feeling, their interactions, their heart. They were able to articulate the spaces that were in, whether David was angry, whether David was afraid, whether David was like, listen, I feel like cutting this guy's head off. Like no matter what it was. I mean, we glorify it now, but when you really look at the communication, that he had with God, the relationship that he had with God, it was very unique. And to be able to express yourself, you can't be afraid of what it is that you're dealing with, going through, right? Because there is always the other side to where you are. But I believe that most people don't understand that. You wrote several books. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of keys and treasures that lie in the journey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta write and sing the journey. And that's a part of it. Of course, we want to be led by the Spirit of God because we understand that everything that's lawful is not expedient.
Yeah, that's true. And it's beauty that I love the fact that you can tell in your writing, even in your speaking, and definitely in your words, your song, that you're a worshiper, just like David. It's one of those things that David the Bible talks about how David worshipped until he danced with his clothes off. He worshiped with every instrument. So I think it's this beauty of us seeing worship in a new way, embracing a new sound, embracing a contemporary sound of worship, but understanding that God has taken us out the box. Yes. And I can see that even with your music, God has taken us out the box.
Yes.
So, Mike, tell us as we get ready to wrap up, where can they find the single? Where are there any other songs that's coming out? Like, where can we find you? Where can we download this piece?
There's so many things you guys can do. You can Google me, Mike the Chaplain, MikeTheChaplain, right? Google me. There's so much music that will pop up. You can get the music on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, iHeart. You have the ability to also check out my other music. Shout out to one of my partners, Run, Talasia, who's on the latest feature record that I was doing. And also shout out with the other artists that I have music with, gospel music with. So I don't know if you know, but me and my brother Robert Curry of Day 26, we have an album coming out this year. So it's definitely
Day 26.
we got some good stuff coming out. Shout out to my brother also Elijah, Becoming Elijah. That's his artist name. He's amazing. He's also a rock/country artist. Okay. Powerful, anointed. We also got a project coming out this year, and I'm just super grateful with all of that which is happening this year. There's so much more to come.
Okay. Well, you all, I want to thank you all for joining us as we spotlight our new artists here at WVTC Radio and TV Network. Mike the Chaplain, you all heard it first here home. And as again, like you said, Google him. He has different YouTubes and all the other ways on Spotify for you to get his music. So more to come. Be ready for listening to be added to the rotation. Mike, we want to thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. It's always a pleasure. And again, my name is Marquise HOLYFIELD, and we're super excited to showcase our new artist, Mike the Chaplain. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communication Station.